Yo. Yo. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. I know I did. Giggity. Well, there's been a little craziness, it seems, overnight. And I'm here. I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream. But I had to, you guys. The love. I knew you guys might be hurting out there today. And so, here I am. For you. A little craziness in the markets. We saw what was extraordinary pumps in the last few days, especially on alts. Today, overnight, last night, as expected. With every pump comes the dump, man. What goes up comes down. Doesn't just go one way. That would be great. But the fact is, everything retraces. That's why we have the Fibonacci tool. That's why we use it. All things down, up, all things up, down, etc. Anyway, so I'm here to bring a little rationale, a little calmness, a little certainty, maybe a little confidence to your life. So here we go. Usually new chart, new start, but this has some numbers on it. We're going to keep those. Actually, you know what? There we go. Let's get rid of this. Zoom it out, boys. Look at the monthly. How is anyone worried? How is it? Like, I get it, emotions. They're not logical. Look at the monthly. Look at this green giant dildo. That is February. This is way bigger than January. Even at January's peak, this is way bigger. MACD, RSI, everything's fine. Monthly, if you're going to panic, if you're going to worry, look for it on a long time frame, man. At me when the monthly's red. I mean, minimum red or something, some kind of top wick. Nothing has changed. The weekly. Into a new week, MACD saying, even with this red candle, even with this little guy, even with this, MACD's fine. Momentum's picking up. Even if this week were to close right here, momentum is still increasing. The weekly, reflective of the monthly. Yes, we have a little weirdness on our RSI here, sure. Someone who's looking for bearish confirmation is going to say, well, there's bear divergence. And they wouldn't be wrong. Wouldn't be wrong. That is this potential. But we haven't seen anything. It hasn't come down. We need to see a reversal, at least in trend, to assume that this RSI is going to peak here and continue to the downside. We're not seeing that yet. Momentum looks great. Weekly, monthly. Everything's fine. You can take a deep breath. We say this a lot here. In a bull market, especially in a bull market, you don't know what to do. If you're unsure, it's hard to beat doing nothing. So hopefully people didn't lose their hats yesterday, didn't sell everything. Small, 10% correction, 10% downside. Hopefully you guys didn't sell immediately as soon as you saw that. Looking at the daily, because we're right back to where we were. 24-hour period traded down to 45.8. I want to say topped out just under 50,000. Now the daily, here's where, you can start looking at this bearish take. Yeah, we have a few days of waning momentum. We're seeing that the buying momentum is lessening, waning, whatever you want to call it. That is the first take. If you want to be bearish, say, okay, daily shows a little weakness. All right, have we seen this before? I would say we have. I would say we've seen it before. Let's see. December 25th. Do you guys remember December 25th? Probably not. Right here. That is the same looking pattern as what we see on the daily right now. Same pattern. We see multiple consecutive days of waning momentum, and look what happened. This peak, current peak, touching 50K, higher momentum than the previous. No bearish divergence to be seen on MACD. If we just go by pattern, it would suggest that this may be in store. It might look something like this. Don't know. We're looking for that move on RSI. Right here. We see it coiling, kind of flagging out. We're looking for that big push to the upside. We talked about this the last time we were live. Actually, I don't know what we talked about last time we were live. I love you guys. Last stream was something. It was something. You guys rock. Maybe it was the time before. Either way, we pushed up a new high. We had a little January retracement event. We aren't expecting, I'm not expecting this same move to happen again until this is what we detailed the other time. Closer to this range. I have to change the scale to look at it. Maybe something like that. To look at 42,000 as our previous high in January, and then to look to yesterday at nearly 50K, to think that, what is it, a 20% move to the upside? This is, you know, this is the top. This is where we see another month-long retracement. Is uninformed at best. Look at what happened when we broke 20K. This is the equivalent on the daily MACD. Broke 20K, 110%. 110%. To think now, this tops out at 18%, it just doesn't fit anything. Doesn't make any sense. Emails anyway. People love emailing and messaging me while I'm live. We're looking for much higher. We can use our Fibonacci extension tool. Might as well do it again just to do something here. We can use our Fibonacci extension tool. Gives us a measurement of 52. We are looking for maybe 51 to 53 has been a target for a while for some kind of profit taking. But even that, it seems way too low. Way too low for this month-long consolidation. Bloom, bloom, bloom.
Buy high, sell low. Buy high, sell low. Come on, Tom, buy high. Sell low. 0.49830000 ETH.
My man, dude. Gavin just lighting it up early. Ooh, brother. I already told you, but I'll tell everyone else. I ordered that phone, by the way. It was really moving, everyone being so happy for me. Kind of would have expected some kind of jealousy or something. Maybe I even would have. I ordered that phone, and my phone company screwing me over. Taking forever. It's supposed to be here today. I wanted to show it off in the stream. 2 to 3 days now. It's supposed to be here today. 2 to 3 days. We'll see what happens. Gavin, my dude, just slaying all other donations. Undisputed champ. The buy high, sell low strategy, man. How relevant is that to today? Think about it. I remember seeing last night. I was doing my best to enjoy. To enjoy Valentine's Day and not work. I did all right at best. All right. But I saw a lot of people freaking out, saying something like, "I just got home. I saw it's down. I sold everything." If you're buying when the price goes down, or if you're selling when the price goes down, and you're buying when the price goes up, you're literally buying high and selling low. You're doing that backwards. Just think about it. Just by the definitions of the words, you're doing it backwards. Going down is not a great reason to sell. This is in the opposite direction of what logically makes sense to profit. But, I mean, for half an ETH, brother, yeah, I mean, I sell low, screw it. I love you, Gavin, man. Also, you know what, screw let's say this too, man. Patron night, shout out to all the patrons. That was the most fun I've ever had on a patron night, and it was awesome to share with you guys. That was legit wild. All I can say is I'm gonna need your physical address, or I'm gonna back charge you. It's gonna charge you double the ETH. Man, where did we even get these fib extensions? We're looking at 71. I don't even remember anymore. It just like doesn't matter. 20% move from the high, like minimum 55 measured move from the January high swing to the end of January low. I mean, we're nowhere near. It really is just silly, man. It's totally normal to feel that way. Don't feel bad. This is not an easy game. I don't know who told you that. I know lots of people pretend crypto is easy money. It's the hardest money you'll ever make, but you know what? It's some of the best that exists. Some of the best. We can look at this as an ascending wedge. We can look at this as a bearish pattern, sure. It's hard to argue otherwise. What we also have to look at is pretty much this is what we keep seeing. We keep seeing a similar bearish pattern painted, and to be honest, this is what I would expect throughout the entire bull market. When the market is bullish, it is going to do everything it can to convince you it's bearish. And on the other hand, when the market is bearish, it's going to do everything it can to convince you it's bullish. Market wants you or needs you on the wrong side. I know it sucks. If only everyone could be winners, it'd be amazing. It's just not how markets work. There has to be losers for winners, and typically that means there needs to be multiple losers for every winner. Don't be a loser. Get learned. Get learned. So today is actually moved back pretty nicely. We're almost exactly where we started on this daily candle open. 48,680 where this candle opened, traded down. 37 minutes to close, and it's looking pretty likely. It's looking like it wants to close a hammer. I don't know about you guys. That's looking like it wants to close a bull hammer. George Tesserus, fiat holders are the losers, man. I mean, they're the guaranteed losers. Like year on year since Bretton Woods, guaranteed losers. I don't know. Are we lucky enough to get a hammer close? Probably not. It'll probably tease us. But let's think of it as maybe the 12-hour shows it. Not really. Let's think of it this way. At one point in this day, we traded down to 45.8. At that point, the chart looked ugly. Ugly. That was a huge bearish engulfing candle. Certainly, that's causes some of this alarm. But it's almost back to where it was. Imagine how many people sold. How many people sold down there? Do you think the market is going to reward them and let them get back in? Let them just jump back in? Probably not. Probably not. If we look back to even the last few days of price action, pretty similar. We see a bunch of wicks and volatility, then we move up.
For those that are feeling an increase of panic, I want you to put your ears against their window and the wind will carry my words to you. Thanks for the MUNIES.
Rico, that's sweet, dude. He's gonna carry, the winds will carry his whispers to you. I like that, man. I like that. 49,000 on the 12-hour, looking like our local resistance here. We were rejected in the last 12-hour candle from it. We haven't quite gotten back there. Kind of digging around. Let's see. 12 hours in selling momentum. All right. Not much to be discerned there. Ooh, is this something I spy? Is this possibly the 12-hour showing us something bullish? No, I don't even know if I trust it. So we see on the 12-hour here a series of higher lows. In fact, one could argue that this is three descending peaks. I don't remember what it's called. The bearish or the bullish version of the three peaks thing. I don't know. But we see RSI coming down. 3 lower lows in RSI, 3 higher lows in price. That's bullish divergence on the 12-hour. I'll take it. 12-hour really has given us strange signals throughout this entire run. I'm running through the chart for the first time today. Typically, I'm like hours into charting in a day before I go live. I had to do so much catch up that I didn't have time to do anything today outside of catching up. So I'm kind of discovering these things with you. We'll see how it goes. 12-hour open above TK, sweet. You know what? I didn't even say it. I totally forgot, guys. There's 366 watching with 79 likes. Smash that like button. Just smash it. This is later than we usually go on. Our viewership isn't going to be great. It's not our normal time. But you know what? People need to hear this today. So smash that like button. Help everyone else have the opportunity to check out this video and join us in the calm chillness that is the Tom Crown channel. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Help us get to 25,000 subscribers. That'd be dope. Love you. Anyway, we'll get back to the TA. Whew. All right. Honestly, this closes to me looking like it's going to be uneventful. It's Monday. Monday, not typically the biggest day. Let's fall back on some of the things we've looked at in the recent future. Ichimoku Cloud giving us the strongest bullish signal it's capable of producing. That was on February 6th. That wasn't even 10 days ago. Again, if you think that this price action is all that this cross above the cloud has, then you don't know Ichimoku Cloud. And it wouldn't surprise me because a lot of people don't. Oh, man. Yeah, this is gonna... It would be pretty wild to see this daily close green as a hammer. That'd be pretty wild. I'm not so sold on it. We've seen this happen a lot where we get these big fake outs and we never get that satisfying close. So wouldn't blow my mind to just see it kind of close where it is right now. 48.2. But that's a solid close. We have daily resistance directly below us. Or daily support directly below us. Daily resistance, man. What am I saying?
Hey man, can I get a refund on my Ethereum? Don't make me charge back 0.498300000 ETH.
Dude, I'm never going to stop laughing about that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If they charge me back, am I going to have to pay more? Double? You have to pay double? Ooh. Well, I don't want to pay double. Oh, that poor child. That poor child, man. Inside jokes live on stream. Rock and roll. So, thank you, Gavin, man. Brother, you're wild, dude. You're a wild dude. Love you, brother. Support below us. Can't have resistance below us. Support below us at pretty much exactly 48,000 on the daily. We see this by the 11th and 12th close and open. Support below that, 46.5. We see that by a series of candle openings and closes at the same price. We see intraday trading below these levels, being bought back up, settling higher, and now today, we're seeing the same thing. We've seen support tested intraday, buyers come in, close the market higher. Honestly, any close here today above 48,000 is going to be a great close in my eyes. I don't care what this says. I don't care what the momentum is saying to me. If we can close above 48 today, there's 31 minutes left. Looking very likely, there is a possibility of even closing green. I'm not going to bet on it, but there's certainly a possibility. This is solid. Look, you're just building support on the way up. You're inching up your highs. As long as we're putting in higher highs, there's really no significant bearish argument, period. We're going to take a look at, I don't know, like 1 or 2 more time frames, and then we're going to look at some of these coins that are making moves. Yo, check this out. That's kind of cool. Oh, 4 hour. 4 hours gaining momentum. 4 hour doesn't seem to... 4 hours honey badging. It does not care. Oh, that's 4 day. Oh, you know what? I accidentally selected 4 day. Here we go. Accidentally selected 4 day. But you know what? We like to look at different time frames here, and there's some cool stuff on here. What do we see? We see that the 4 day not in agreement with the daily. In fact, the 4 day, despite closing candles relatively small in comparison to the previous, still gaining momentum. See this fake out here. This is kind of what we were suggesting, what I was talking about at the beginning on the daily. This is really what I'm looking for. There's nothing that is really giving a bearish argument that I'm looking to be valid at the moment. I'm looking to see the momentum almost roll over and then see this wave of buying come back. That's interesting, this 4 day. Really meant to go on the 4 hour. I don't know how I ended up on the day. Let's find it. All right, 4 hours still in selling momentum. Bearish divergence on our highs, of course, and bullish divergence on our lows. Thanks, Bitcoin. Make it nice and complicated for us. It's never easy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Higher lows on that MACD momentum. 4 hour, possibly rolling over. Confirmed waning momentum in the last candle close. I will say I don't like this tiny little buying blip. These can be very painful. We've talked about that before. But really, the 4 hour is looking fine as well. This pattern is sketch. This pattern's a little sketchy. This higher high, higher low wedge type thing. This is what Ethereum did before it broke its all-time high. It's what Ethereum's doing right now again. We're going to keep seeing these bearish patterns. Bearish signals in general, when the market is bullish, when the trend is bullish, are unreliable. Period. Period. End of discussion. 4 hours still above 20. I think it looks great. Things look great. This is pretty much exactly what we wanted. We've talked about this as well. When you're in an uptrend, these violent, fast pull downs, drawdowns that we saw yesterday, these are good because they create bullish divergence. They pull our oscillators back down. They reset them. Do we even have it here? It's not super clear. But they reset our oscillators, and what they do is they set us up for more upside. The bow and arrow. The bow and arrow analogy. You pull the bowstring back. The harder you pull it back, the faster the arrow launches forward. Applicable to markets for some reason. Just is. Don't fear the downside. As long as you aren't selling on the moves down and buying on the moves up, you have nothing to fear from the downsides. Alright, wow, it is warm in here. What is going on? Usually it's cold in here. I'm like sweating. Let's see. Let's take a look. Gavin hype, Gavin hype, Gavin hype. Gavin legend, Gavin hype. Man, everybody's talking about Gavin. That's the Gavin show. I'm alright with that. We can share it. So there are some coins that are making moves, despite the overall general kind of market downside we've been seeing. Why is my Digibyte chart a Bitcoin chart? There we go. There we go. Not all coins are in trouble. Digibyte apparently feeding off of this blood. We were looking for a test of 7.5 cents. Broke it. Looks like we may be back testing it already. Wild. Yeah, you do have bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Not quite on the daily yet. Momentum's still moving. Where to even look, man? This is some sauce. This is in the dollar pair. Let's see. I guess we could take it from here. We could look at 13.2 to the upside. As high as 18.8, but I have an idea, something I haven't looked at yet. Let's take. There we go. Let's take a bigger move. We were waiting for this to break. Ooh. 12 cents. Screw that 13 cents. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. 45% take. Look at this. Oh man, actually I love this chart. I wish I'd looked at this earlier even. Look at this beautiful back test today on Digibyte. You move up to the measure move. You pull back to the support. You break it, you test the next resistance. This is gorgeous. This is super technical.
Evening, Tom. You wanted me to get hold of you to check the weekly on ERBB.
Oh yeah.
Hope this upcoming week is a good one. Thanks, Tom.
Mr. Steve. Yeah, good reminder. Yeah. Wait, we're gonna check that on Friday? It doesn't really matter. Let's see where ERBB's at. Look at DGB. Look at this beautiful technical move. You hit our take profit measure move. 6.7 cents. You pull back to the 24 hour, to the daily previous resistance. Test it as support. Let's turn this green. Then you make a run and you break the next target. 25 minutes to close. A close above that level. We're just gonna get spicy fast. Close above that level, man. You're looking for that 11.9 cent target. This is gorgeous. Look at this stair stepping. Up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, up, question mark, pullback, question mark, up. We'll see. I think that's looking solid. Digibyte underperforming for quite some time. One of my favorite coins. I own a good amount of it. One of my favorite coins, by the way. Underperforming for quite some time and flexing its muscles, seemingly as everything else is getting slapped back to reality by the king. Whew. This hasn't traded yet. This has an ERBB. I don't think it's traded yet because it's a holiday. Did it? Ah, my bad, Steve. It's because today's a holiday. It's not going to open till tomorrow. It's a bummer. So it hasn't moved. Thank you for the donation, though, man. Nothing has changed.
Gavin, Crown, my alter ego 3199830000 ETH.
Gavin, my man, smashing the all-time high, the top donor spot. My dude, you are absolutely amazing. I don't know where you came from and how you found us, but I dig it. Jesus, 3,000 $500 donation. My man. You already blew me away the other day. I don't know if I'm gonna get as choked up anymore. It's probably a good thing. You blew my shock circuits. A little blown out on it. But bro, you are wild, and I love you. You know that. 3,002 Ethereum. Oh, there we go. Words are getting hard again. I love you, brother. You're just the universe. Universe brought us together, my friend. Right on. Right on. Steve, I will definitely look at this for you when it opens. Unfortunately, today's a holiday, so it still hasn't traded. My man. Yeah, be careful though, guys. If he back charges it, then the exchange will make you pay double. Guys, that is not real crypto information. Please don't. Just ignore that. Just ignore the back charge talk. Let's take a look at KSM. Let's take a look at KSM. Whoo, buddy. Guys, here, I just want to point this out. This is a learning lesson. Again, we're always spitting the knowledge here. Get learned. Let the noobs get burned. Get learned. So, how did we get this target on KSM? How did we get $175? $157, right? How did we get it? KSM never traded here. How did we identify that as a value? It's kind of a rhetorical question. Ask yourself. We used our Fibonacci extension tool. I'm going to do it again for you slow. I've heard complaints that I move fast. Giggity. So what we do is we're going to take a swing high and connect it to a swing low.
Good evening, my sire. A look on DGB KSM looks freaking bullish on USDT and BTC pair. Looking hotter than ugly Mitch crypto tonight.
Oops. Well, thank you, dude. This is this light makes me a different color every day. I think I'm a little orange today. Looks like I was in the sun. I was not in the sun. Let's see. What is it? DAG. DAG coin? Sure. Let me get through this little learning lesson. And we'll take a look at the DAGs. So, how do we get this target? Why did it work? So what we're doing with the Fibonacci tool, question asked all the time. We're identifying swing highs and swing lows. So for me, I would look to the 18th on January. Swing low on the 22nd. Why are these a swing high and swing low? Well, we saw price push to a new high. We saw it pull back. And then that low was never retested. It was never retested, it was never broken, it held. So what we can do with our extension tool, get rid of all this, is first we place the first point at the high. You always start with what comes first chronologically. So here we're looking at a sell-off. So we're starting with the high point and we're connecting it to the low. Swing high, swing low. So what comes next? Not much. We look at the 2 fib extension. This is it. I don't know if anybody else does this. This is how I do it. Easy enough. You can see $157.24. We were literally, we got this value from this price action all the way back here. That was our target. Then we fast forward to closer to now. On the 12th, it was tested. Wasn't broken. Broken on the 13th. 14th, closing directly on it. 15th opening, I guess traded below. And taking off. Taking off. $224. $224. All we did was connect a swing high and a swing low, and we got not only what was a logical take profit target. Why did this change? Not only was a logical take profit target, but look at this. This is proofed. This, by these daily opens and closes right here, this level is proofed in my opinion. We saw selling intraday, buyers coming in, settling up at exactly this value. opening, selling off intraday again, and then buyers completely rejecting the sell-off. And all we did was connect a swing high to swing low. That's it. We wouldn't have gotten this value any other way. We might have been able to find another fib extension that would give it to us. That's possible. But there was never trading here. There's no volume ever traded here. So there's no way that we would have found this value. This is absolute proof that Fibonacci extensions have value. This does not mean that it is a free money machine that will make all your trades perfect. But what it is just another tool in our belt that we can use. And it's especially useful because it can be used to project out to values or prices that have never been traded. Not many other tools can do that. Trend lines, arguably. Trend lines. That's about it. Like, I can't think of anything else. Trend lines. All right, so what do we do next? Well, let's apply the same thing, and then we'll get to the DAG. For a second, I thought I had pinged that point out. No, I just placed that. I was like, whoa. Okay. So let's just do the same thing. We're going to take our swing high to swing low. How would I do that here? Well, I would look locally, right here. This is roughly our swing high. I would actually take this candle over the previous one. Just, that's what my eye's telling me. Let's connect it to the lowest swing. I did not do this. I did not do this before the stream. I did not know that this would work. We actually see an incredible amount of agreement here. So swing high to swing low, our 268 was almost perfectly 220. It would have told us $225. It reached $224.20. Almost perfect. We looked at the 2 last time. Actually, now I'm curious where the 268 is. You can see that I have in green a few of these extensions. Typically, I look at the 2, the 2618, the 3, the 3618, and so on. Perfectly to the 2618. But we have a little more, we actually have a little more spice here. Look at the 2. This might not stand out to most people at first, but I can't unsee this. So not only did it give us an indication of the high, because honestly, even 200 would have been a great take profit. But it gave us even potentially an indication of exactly where it would be. What we see is 4 hour, trades above it, closes exactly at the 2 extension. Exactly. This is beyond coincidence. This is not magic either. This is beyond coincidence. This is not like random numbers lined up this way. If you go and do what I've just told you to do with the Fibonacci tool, you'll start to see these patterns. I don't have the explanation as to why this works. I believe it has something to do with the function of leverage positions. You know, people look to go long when a high is broken, and where do they logically look to go long? Well, at 100% move, at 100, whatever, 268, 618 move. I think it has something to do with that nature. It doesn't really matter the reason. You will find that these extensions in green, 2, 2618, 3, 3618, even upwards of 4, 4618, are incredibly insightful to the future, and this applies up and down. So unfortunately, this one already pretty much played out, so I was hoping there'd be a good example that actually kind of worked out better, because it made me look real smart. So what we would do next, this is kind of what I was hoping to do, is we're going to take our swing high, which is that 225. We don't know if this is the swing low yet. KSM could sell lower. We have daily support at 161. It could easily go to test that. But let's just for now assume that the low is in here. I actually don't think it is. But if we assume it is, just for this example, then we can do the exact same activity. We can look to the 2. That would suggest 265. We can look to the 2618. That would suggest 291. Those would be logical places to look when 224 is broken. And this is only one use of the tool. And that's where it gets mind-blowing. You can use this in both directions, up and down. So now that we've seen a high, and we're retracing, we're moving against the current move, we can do the opposite. Connect the low to the high. Let's just delete it. And we can zoom in and see, where is this retracement level? Where are we in our retracement? Well, we're not quite to the 0.5. The 0.5 is where we look every time first. Most common retrace, it hits like a sniper. I almost can say with 100% confidence, KSM will go to 180. Very rarely do we see the 0.5 not hit. And traded as low as what, like 183, close. The 618 in green. I always put the green ones to catch the eye. If we look at the 618, we notice that it lines up with something. Lines up with pretty much all of these 4-hour wicks where all the selling pressure was previously. Selling pressure, resistance. You break it. What does it become? Support. This logically makes sense. There were sellers here. We broke that level. If we come back to that level, that is now potentially support. That's at $170. It lines up perfectly with our 618 retracement. There you go. Mini lesson. Keep an eye. Keep an eye on KSM. $170. Could be a potentially really strong entry. Fire. KSM, thank you so much. Thank you so much, KSM, because it would have been embarrassing if these examples did not really work out. All right, well, look at DAG. DAG for the Trainovator. What's up, bro? What up, what up? DAG. Apparently just naming a chart DAG doesn't change the chart that you're looking at. Qcoin. We'll look at that in BTC pair because that's the way I roll. Alright, let's zoom it out like we do with everything. With every chart, we zoom out first. Typically, I do ignore these initial traded candles, simply because they skew the data. If we get there, we get there. We identify, oh, this has such an obvious, wow. This is such an obvious resistance. Monster, that's going to be some monster resistance, though. Well, there we go. Monster resistance at 15,000 sats. Support, this chart's actually super clean. I like this chart. I've never heard of this coin DAG. I don't know any. This even looks like a harmonic. Super support. 2,700 sats. This looks a lot like a harmonic. I don't really believe that harmonics work in crypto, personally. I just haven't seen them consistently enough play out. But I will give credit to harmonics that there's something to them. There's something to them that does work, and it is based off of Fibonacci, which I very much believe works. But this is a pretty fancy looking harmonic. That's fire. All right, monthly looks good. We have our supports, our resistances identified. Let's really quickly look at the weekly and see if that lines up. That's really why we do it, to make sure that the lines don't disappear. That's why. I don't know why it defaults that way. Lines up pretty darn well. Pretty darn well. Usually I like to flip to the weekly just to see if there's any values that really stand out that the monthly didn't identify, because it does happen. I would say that there are here. Likely in this area, we see that it was support, 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 support. Technically still support, and then broke. Hasn't been tested as resistance. I would take that. There does also look to be maybe one more level right about here, 18.5. So these are weekly. The others are monthly. I'm going to make these a little smaller, just so we can keep track. I like to use the thickness of the lines to keep track of what time frame we identified them on. I like to use red as resistance, green as support. Don't have to do it that way. It's the way I do it. Let's take a look at our indicators. Technically, we have bullish divergence on RSI. This is the lowest point in price. It's not the lowest point in RSI, bullish divergence. We see that on the weekly, selling has rolled over to buying. This is the second week in a row. That we've seen buying momentum. We have a local support right here. Always want to look for those local values. Always. Because they're more likely to play in the short term. We could have resistance right here, and we certainly do. So here's the price points we're battling with at the moment. We can see this right now. 6,140 sats above us, 4,116 sats below us. A close above that resistance, likely to lead to a test of that 8.3. A close below the 14.1, likely to lead a retest to the 2,700. Things look really good. This looks really good, actually. Above the 20 weekly. That's where you want to be. Let's zoom into the daily, and we'll probably be done. Daily coming off of a bullish 2050 cross, bullish 2100 cross. That is pretty formation. Nice. Don't have bearish divergence on RSI. Your MACD continuing to gain momentum. I need to see a close above that 6,140. You can see it struggled with it on the 12th. What I like here, this is confirming that resistance for me. The 1 day 200 moving average right here, virtually overlapping with that, I believe, weekly or monthly resistance we identified. Virtually overlapping within 3%, 2%. That confirms or it strengthens my confidence that this really is going to be resistance. This is my upside target. It's that easy. Done. TA completed. This chart looks good. I don't own this coin. Constellation. It's weird that I've never heard of it. Alright, alright. Ja, my phone's wrecked, bro. The new one hasn't come yet. Oh wait, I did get a message. I did get a message from you. Wait, what? Nothing, no. I saw it, brother, but no. I like dogs. You like dogs? I like dogs. I didn't get the notification. Wait, your text. Let's see. Nope. I don't know. Maybe John. Maybe brother. Maybe you have like your. Maybe you have the stream rewound or something. I don't know what's going on. I just seen your post in chat. Wait, what? Wait, what are you waiting for? Friggin'. Wait, let me just check. What? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. 500 people watching. What's up, dudes? Good to have you. I don't know. Legit is. There's nothing there. Minutes ago, 27 minutes ago, 37 minutes ago. Gavin, I think you broke Streamlabs. I think you legit broke it. I think you broke its will. I think it gave up. Yeah, because it just didn't. What? WTF? Why did it didn't come through? That's never happened before. I bet it'll just randomly happen at some point. Well, Gavin broke the record, his record. The only one even in competition of the record at this moment. Don't know why it's not working. It even says block confirmations. That's weird. This has never happened. Huh. Sorry guys, I'll let you in on it in a second. This is, again, I'm pretty sure Gavin broke one up coin. think he broke it. He either broke OneUpCoin or he broke Streamlabs. I'm not sure which. One of the two. Fun with YouTube? Is that it? I haven't logged into this thing in forever. I need a warped world. Wait a minute. I can view my account. I'm so lost. OneUpCoin. Doesn't even like, I guess view? Not gonna lie, the user interface on our side kind of sucks for this. Now I'm a little worried. It's not on there.
Could you also check the USDT pair on DagSire? Because that one is on price discovery. Peace and love, man, and thanks once again.
What's up, my man? Yeah, 1 second. I know, guys, this is like really annoying to watch. But it's pretty significantly important that nothing weird happened. Though it seems like that would be hard. Seems like that would be hard for it to goof up if it's through OneUpCoin. Maybe I check this? Well, I mean, if it... I don't know. Well, it worked. Alright. This is... I just wanted to make sure that nothing weird happened. It worked. It was received. Oh, it was received. Okay, thank God. I was gonna have... Whew. So OneUpCoin is like a way to donate cryptocurrency that connects with Streamlabs, and so it like can alert and blah blah. And Sir Gavin smashing his record. Like obliterating. Jesus titties. I'm just gonna have to say it. Sir Gavin, donator of ETH, just smashing his record. It's gonna annoy me if it doesn't update that stupid top tip though. Donating 5 Ethereum. 5. The man is mental. Mentally awesome. F you very much, Gavin. I love you, brother. I'm really trolled. Why did it not alert? I guess I'm gonna have to move on though. Like, I shouldn't just keep trying to troubleshoot it. Nothing's gonna happen. But I wanted to confirm that it went through. OneUpCoin seems clueless. Doesn't have it. But the Coinbase account was credited, so it went through. Screw you, Streamlabs. You're great like 90% of the time, and then you crap to bed. Either way, Gavin. My God, brother. My God, dude. There just aren't even words. There aren't even words. I'm gonna make sure I send Gavin a screenshot of the transaction received, just so he doesn't feel like maybe it didn't happen. And then we're moving on to the TA. I'm pissed that it didn't alert, but honestly, man, life goes on. Gavin's freaking monster. Alright, what were we looking at? We looked at DAG, wait. USDT pair. Okay, got you, Trainovator. Man, you'd be worried too. You'd be worried too if you were... if that kind of donation was on the table. Oh my God, dude. Richard Harrington. That is a funny concept. Although, you know what? That might add up. I will say this though, guys. I have spoken to both BitBoy and Gavin, and they aren't the same person. I like them both though, so. Alright, DAG USD T. If I can focus. We'll see. My man, just 2 streams in a row. 2 streams in a row, making it very difficult to focus. Fucking douche. Oh my god. Whew, buddy. Yes, back to work. Alright, so let's take a look at this DAG dollar. Alright, here's first impression.
8,874.48. There I will announce it for him. Party Papa, all the love in the world, my brother. You deserve everything in this life. Purple heart.
I love you guys, man. Ja, I love you. You're my brother. Dude, the last stream was wild, for obvious reasons. But what really moved me is just the community, like you guys. Really moved me. Just like every reason in the world. Like I even think like, man, I'd probably be jealous. And nobody was jealous. Everybody was just super happy and like, you deserve it. And like it was overwhelming. I don't know how we built this community, but we have the best community in crypto. Easy. You guys are just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Whew, alright, DAG support 2.3 cents. Easy peasy. Easy peasy breezy. Let's see. Already broke, looks like a little back test. Not a ton of history. Oh, there's a year, never mind. Weekly looks good, you don't have bearish divergence. Daily looks good, you don't have bearish divergence. This coin looks actually really, really strong. Really strong. Oh man. All right, your Alpha 200 daily looks great. Let's put our new knowledge that we dropped in this episode to work. Let's use that fib tool. All right, we're way beyond our extensions. Oh well, on the daily. Way beyond. We're gonna have to zoom in. So no issues on the daily. Let's zoom into that 4-hour. Really no real issues on the 4-hour either. So what we're gonna have to do is get creative. We're gonna use that same knowledge. We're going to apply it here to our local swing high, swing low in the 4-hour. And what does that give us? That gives us a hefty target, man. It gives us a hefty target of 4.4 cents. I like this back test holding on 2.33 cents. If DAG USD breaks, closes below 2.33 cents, very likely to have more downside. Very likely. But the chart looks good. It looks strong. So did the Bitcoin pair. They were reflective of each other. They're in agreement. In fact, let's just throw it up. Just throw it on there. There it is. There it is.
The kids are crying. Enjoy the rest of the stream, boys. Remember, buy high, sell low, rinse and repeat, and you might just lose the profit. Love the fact that you will never have a car without air conditioning again. Love you, brother. And girls.
Gavin just gotta throw the 50 to include the women. You know what? I got mad respect for that. Shout out to the crypto divas. Shout out to the crypto divas. Steve, brother, it looks that way, doesn't it? I drove around a car with broken air conditioning for the entire summer last year. That's a rags to riches story, I guess. Whew. I thought I was immune to it. It's creeping back. I'm fighting it. DGB got the close. Closed above our move. 7.353, closed above. Looking for the next measured move target. Oh, boys. Next measured move target. I don't even remember how I got that one, but there we go. Likely to encounter some kind of psychological prices always have to be factored in. Likely, actually that's even at the 268, let's take it. Likely to encounter some kind of psychological at about 10 cents.
I'm ready.
Ja, thank you for announcing it, by the way. Kevin Vaughn. Are you ready, Kevin Vaughn? Are you ready? I don't even know what we were doing. Another episode where I'm just blown away. Awesome. let's just keep pushing forward. Bitcoin Gold. I haven't looked at Bitcoin Gold in forever. I'm actually kind of excited to see it move. Bitcoin Gold, one of my favorite. Actually, I'll just say it this way: the only Bitcoin fork I like, in any degree. I don't like any other Bitcoin fork really. Bitcoin Cash, take it or leave it. The other ones, in my opinion, there aren't even other forks. Just Bitcoin Gold and Bcash.
How many crowns would a Tom Crown wear if a Tom Crown could wear crowns?
I've never worn a crown. Probably one. Something like that. It's Gavin again, bro. Go, your kid. Go. You're yelling at me to stream. You gotta go take care of your child, all right? Gotta take care of them kids. Thank you, bro. The answer is one crown. Yeah, I haven't looked at this either. Check this out. Bitcoin Gold smashing right to resistance, $33. Bam. Wow. Let's take a look at the technicals. Momentum's up. Momentum looks good. RSI is beautiful. We have the highest point in price, at least locally. At least locally, we have the highest point in price at the highest point in RSI. We have not seen a back test of $13.21. Keep an eye out for that. You guys, dude, I love you. I love all of you, man. And even if you're out there and you just lurk, you just lurk here, you tune in day after day. I love you too. Don't feel like you're not included. I love this whole community. You guys are just wild, man. All right, daily looks fine too. Wow, Bitcoin Gold, spicy, spicy. Something tells me that you need that 1321. That seems not that likely though. We're so far away from it. That might be the skipped retest. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to identify something else. We got it right here, easy. We need another target to the upside. Need another target. 72.68. Dang, son. Where'd you find these? Hitting resistance virtually perfectly. I haven't opened this chart in, I don't know, 6 months plus. Let's see the precision of history. People tell you can't use the past to predict the future. True. But apparently you can get within 1/1000.
King, I think you dropped this crown. Okay, the kids.
Go, Gavin. Bro, you're ridiculous, man. I think you dropped this. Bitcoin Gold. What else is even to be said here? This was actually a really simple chart. I was hoping it was going to be spicier. And thank you again, Gavin, by the way. I was hoping it was going to be spicier. We've already hit the resistance in yesterday's candle. Here's where the spice comes. If you break $33, this is monthly, weekly, historic resistance. You can see that by this trading. Looking left, you see it tested. Once, twice, 3 times rejected before going into price discovery each time.
Dig your vibe and analysis. Take a gander at Keeper DAO. Rook took profits looking for next target. Much love.
What's up, Kevin? Thank you, man. Keeper DAO. Somebody want to just throw in chat what the ticker is for that bad boy, and we'll throw it up. Yeah, dude, I love the lurkers too. Like you don't have to like don't think I don't love you just because you don't say anything or you don't tip. Like, I love everybody in this community. Giving door prizes. Oh man, what a wild day! I'm gonna throw the keeper ticker in the chat and I'll pull it up. Something like that. Rook, gotcha. Thank you, false flags. So, let's just last touch here on BTG. We see $33 was a super important price. It led to price discovery 3 times. We are back at that price now. A rejection from this level, you're going right to 13. You're going to 1320. It seems pretty far away, to be honest. But it would fit. I think what's more likely is we consolidate, pull back, some kind of retrace. then we go for the 72. This chart looks wild. Everything looks wild. Alright, Rook it is. Mr. Kevin. Rook. Alright, I don't have one. I gotta shave my beard again. It keeps poking my nose. You wake up, you think it's just gonna be a normal day. Actually, let's peep at this daily close. I'm gonna guess it closed exactly where we were thinking. Oh no, it did not. Okay, we got bamboozled. We got slightly bamboozled. Closed slightly below the support. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Not the end of the world, but dang, I was so confident we were going to close now like 48.2. And just last second, it looks like. Virtually the last second. Yep, in the last 15-minute candle. Son of a. Well, it's not the end of the world, but it certainly isn't the close I wanted. YOLO. Zoom back, rewind the stream, watch the beginning. You'll, if you're wondering what my thoughts are overall, you'll get them. All right, let's look at this Keeper Deeper. Keeper Jeepers. Kepler. Rook. Nice. False flags with the clutch. Don't really want to look at it in wrapped F because those charts always stink on Uniswap. Let's go with FTX. Not a lot of history.
Howdy cowboy hat face, hope y'all didn't miss me to bad 7,777 JK. It's been day, I wish y'all the best and
What's up,
I
BSU?
finally got my parents to invest in crypto. Grin.
Wow. Well done. Well done, man. This is not an easy concept. Well done. It is not easy to get. Honestly, parents are not. It's hard to get anybody to open up to crypto. So congrats, bro. That's great news. I wish them the best of luck. And I missed you, bud, of course. Also, I missed this vintage vamp, man. Welcome to the fam. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. Good to have you. Great reminder. Everybody else, if you're not subscribed, jump in. Apparently, we have wild freaking streams every day now where I get choked up, barely can talk. This barely has history, doesn't it? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Let's look at it in Uniswap. Same thing. Alright. I think we're just going to go with this FTX, right? No. Where's the best for this? I'll just do it on this. So this is on... You didn't give me... Normal days for the Chancellor of the Dark Charts. What's up, Tom G? And what's up, Meeker's Adventures? I saw you earlier, man. I've seen you for a while now. Saw you early in the chat. Shout out. Pumping the likes, that's right. Oh. Alright, where was it? Rook. I'm just gonna go with Rook. We're just gonna go with it here. You're looking for USD targets, I'm assuming anyway. Gonna go ahead and throw this out here. You can go ahead and throw it out there. Not a lot of chart history, so not a lot to work with. But we'll do our best. Let's see if there's any agreement on the little data we have. I do usually ignore these wicks, but in a situation where we have such little data, we might as well use them. Sitting right at $2,000. Let's see. Alright, perfectly pretty much hit that 900. If you don't believe in Fibonacci, you don't believe in the usefulness of the Fib tool, you're a madman. And I will admit this, boys and girls. There was a time where that was me. There was a time, long ago, many moons ago. Years ago at this point. There's no reason to trust something blindly. But if you just play around with it, you're gonna see. It just hits. It's like a sniper, dude. We already hit this measured move. We haven't quite completed this one. This one's a little sketch, but I'm going to throw it up there. 936. I think we're going to have to go into a lower time frame because we really don't have the chart history. I'll give Rook this. Doesn't have bearish divergence. I would have expected it to. Almost everything seems to on the 4 hour. Potential little bullish divergence even. Alright. Alright. I'm seeing support. Wait. Do you guys see this? Dude, what is this? What is this gibberish? I hate when charts do this. What causes this? Like, alright, so now on the hourly, on the 1 hour, that's at $700. Alright? The first traded candle's at $700 on the hourly. Then we go to the daily, and it's at 2,000. Why does this happen? Can someone give me an answer? Why does that happen? Time code. What's up, my man? Why does every coin drop at the exact same time? Easy.
Hey Tom buddy, did you see the head and shoulders on BTC 15 minutes, TKS?
What's up, Johnny Rofe? You can take a look. Time code, great question though. This is the relevant question of the day. Kind of alluded to this in our Patreon post today. Time code asks, why does every coin drop at the exact same time? This is a great question that everyone in crypto needs to understand. Everybody. This entire market, I don't have a better word for it, I guess correlated, but I'm going to just say pegged. This entire market is pegged to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin makes a volatile move, it's reflected across the market. It all moves very similarly. Now, alts do tend to outgain Bitcoin when the market is bullish. They do tend to outlose, meaning they drop harder than Bitcoin when the market is bearish. It all follows a really similar ebb and flow. There are very few exceptions to this. Very few. Very, very few. There are some. But I will say there really aren't any good examples of it lasting. Like we saw Link from 2018 to 2020 at some point. Value against Bitcoin just climbed throughout the bear market. Nothing else did that. I can't name anything that did that. Link did. Then Link seems to have cooled off now that everything else is running. I don't know. There's very, very few exceptions. I would absolutely focus on the rule and more so ignore the exception. The market moves with the king. There's a reason Bitcoin is the king. All right, Rook. All right, so we have support 700. Apparently, this thing keeps moving. I don't know if this is real or not. So I would be more inclined to trust 640 area. We see that it's been tested once. A break below that level is going to be somewhat ugly. We're going to have another really janky move because it seems low volume or low traded. Measured move. Locally. $1,200. That is where I would look if we see this low hold. If this low breaks, then you're looking to test some kind of support. Probably going to be in this range. 500. I think the edge is with that 1200. Just going to wait for the rest of the market probably. All right. Johnny Rofe. J Rofes. Head and shoulders on 15 minutes. I'm more than happy to explore this for you. Before I do, today's an educational day. Before I do, I need to say a few things. One, get off the 15 minute. Put it down. This goes for virtually everyone. Just get off the 15 minute. Get off the 5 minute. Get off even get off the 30 minute. Get yourself on the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. A pattern appearing on like the 5 minute, on the 15 minute. These aren't going to be impactful. These aren't going to be good indicators. The smaller the time frame, the more noise, the more meaningless data there is. But I am absolutely going to take a look at this for you. So I'm assuming that you're looking at this. I'm assuming you're looking at this as the head. when you say that. This would have to be the head. I'm assuming. Feel free to like comment. I'm trying to watch the chat as well as I can. So we have a few things we're missing. Could this be a head and shoulders? Sure. It has an element of it. But this is not a head and shoulders yet. Multiple reasons. The bomb monster. Where is it? Where did it go? Johnny Rofe. I don't know. I'm doing this for you. I hope you're watching. Don't usually take this much time. So anyway, maybe Johnny Rofe left. I don't know. If you're still here, check it out. So here's why this isn't a head and shoulders yet. Okay, so you do have, this is, all right, I'll give respect here. This is where I'll give some respect. Is at 47,500. Oh, there he is. Sorry, guys. It's hard. I'll give some respect here. Typically, we'll see people start yelling head and shoulders when we don't have any of the elements of head and shoulders. It's like, literally, we just have, like, some kind of low. Like, we'll have, like, this, and they're like, no, it's a head and shoulders. I'll give you respect here. We do have potentially a neckline right here. 47,500. It was broken by the what could be right shoulder. So here's what we would look for. We would look for minimum 74.8 maybe. There's no like exact specific number it'd have to come up to, but what we would expect to see is a retracement of this sell-off locally, some kind of move to the upside that breaks below the neckline. This, to be fair, it could also sell off here. So we're missing one more element to the head and shoulders. This is really all I'm trying to point out, is whether or not we bounce first or not. We're missing one element to this head and shoulders, and that is a back test of the neckline. This can look like a bunch of different ways, but we need to see it either sell off below, then retrace to back test it, find resistance, and then sell off. Or it could bounce, have a lower high, then fall off, then back test, then fall. So what's important, and I will say Johnny Dofe, props, because typically when people say is there head and shoulders, I start rolling my eyes because it's like, man, there's like nothing there that looks like it. This, you have a neckline. It is broken. So you've got the first pieces.
Hi Tom, could you check on ICX?
What's up, Rick Rocks? That's right. I was gonna look at ICX anyway. Nice. So you're, dude, good eye. Thank you for pointing it out, because typically I roll my eyes, like I said. You just need that one remaining element, and that remaining element is a test, the back test of the neckline. It needs to come from a lower price up and then reject. And then you will have your head and shoulders. Typically I would usually look at to play out like that. Head and shoulders don't have to be perfect. We just need that back test. That's the trade signal, etc. Alright, ICX. Thank you, Rick Rocks. Thank you, Johnny. Hey, Rick Rocks for the 10 main. Let's look at ICX, sure. What time is it? Right. We only have a little bit of time left. I know. But we will be live tomorrow, guys. We'll be live tomorrow. We got a little bit of time. Alright, ICX, defying gravity, man. Defying gravity never came back to fill our position. Boo. Boo. Momentum's fine. Alright. ICX, upside target 240. Easy. Same target as it was before. Support locally $1.61 on the daily. $1.61 on the daily. You're going to have a really local resistance caused by yesterday's close. Not likely to be powerful or really that important. Probably not really a good even value to try to trade. At $1.77. This directly to 2? No. The only thing I would really say is in the way of $2.39 is, as always, psychological, just $2 flat. Unlikely to smash the rally, but likely that price pauses. Maybe that's when we see a back test of this $1.72. Maybe. Yesterday closed with momentum gaining. Today's current candle can be just discounted, thrown out. It's brand new, doesn't have any significance yet. So as far as the daily is concerned, it's still gaining momentum. That's a good thing. RSI, we have we see this a lot in crypto, where you have this higher high in price and this lower high in RSI. I'm just not convinced. I might even start making a rule. I might even make a rule for my own TA here, is that I won't count it as bearish divergence until we see RSI close at a lower low than the pivot point. Because we see this over and over again, and then we just see that. So I'm not convinced by that yet. Actually, I'm going to look at the weekly. See what the weekly has to say. That might shed some light. But daily looks good. I think daily looks good. Weekly looks phenomenal. See, this is like almost always the case. Is the daily has this kind of sketchy setup, and then the weekly is undeniable, no bearish divergence. Weekly always takes precedent over the daily. There is no back test at 92 cents yet. But we've been seeing many coins skip those back tests, and if you look here, we have this long position placed. This is when we looked at ICX a while ago. I think it was on the 10th. Looking for a back test of that. Resistance flipped to support before moving up. Didn't fill. Could skip it, but clearly, undeniably, this was resistance. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 tests on the daily before breaking out. As soon as it closed above, like right here, as soon as the daily candle closed above that resistance, shot up. I think edge is still with the bulls here. I would not open a new position on this coin unless I got this back test. I would look to take some profit, not a whole position, but some profit in the 217, 240 area. This thing's looking good. Edge with the bulls, man. Right on. The Belge. Yeah, brother. Yeah, man. Belge with a good question. Good question. I'll answer that question if you do me a favor, the Belge. All you gotta do, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell, and I'll be happy to answer it. I'm getting a link while I'm really just stalling while I try to get this link. So you do that, and I got you. All right. I'll put this link in chat. That's a link to the playlist of a bunch of live recorded, not scripted educational videos I made. I don't know how good they are. Some people say they're good. Never anything that bad. Never anything bad about them, really. But hopefully that can answer some questions. So the Belge, I didn't see you confirm that you did that. But I'll help you out anyway. Oh, alright. Gavin confirming upcoin is broken. Gavin literally broke one upcoin today. Broke it. I'm gonna figure out. Alright, so where to start? RSI. Let's make a new copy. There we go. Alright, the Belge. Deal, brother. Deal. For you. Because you followed through with your deal. So we're just going to type in some random time frame because I don't want to know. I don't want to have any like memory or anything. Wait, that doesn't work. There we go. 1,000. How is that? Okay, there we go. This is just some crazy time frame. 1111 minutes. Belge's question. Belge's question. Let me read it for you. Because it's a good question. I lost it. Shyster. Why did it? Okay. The Belge. Tom Crown. Could you please quickly explain RSI?
Hey man, quick request. Can you keep doing what you do? Thanks 019830000 ETH.
Now it's gonna work. Screw you, Streamlabs and OneUpCoin. Love you both. Please don't. Please don't leave me OneUpCoin and Streamlabs. That's weird. I don't know why that worked. That's trolling me. Oh, you know what? Those. Wait, no, that didn't update either. FML. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, just for you, Gavin. All right, so I feel like sometimes you say, even when RSI is high, the RSI is bullish, but when it's above 70, isn't it overbought? So this is a great question. Video playlist link in the chat does have the answer to this question, but why not? It's a learning day. So RSI is misunderstood. Very misunderstood. One of the most commonly confused indicators, I think, when people start trading. They hear overbought, they hear oversold, and they think that these things mean something with the coin. In the sense of, if it's overbought, and I mean, the verbiage makes sense. The verbiage makes sense. If something's overbought, then, you know, that means probably too expensive, right? Too many people have bought it. But that's not really. It's not really how RSI works. So high RSI, overbought RSI is not inherently bearish. The same way oversold is not inherently bullish. In fact, arguably, those terms don't really relate to the status of them at all. The way RSI is used and the way what you're referring to here. So let's just zoom in. Just zoom into right here. We have a high on RSI. I'm going to use these things. We have a high in RSI right there. Okay. Below it, we see a lower high here, a lower high here. See, we have these lower highs. Okay. I'm going to put an arrow next to them. This is the best one. This is a lower high. Nothing about this is inherently bearish or bullish. In fact, RSI shouldn't ever really be looked at without looking at price. So we really can't gather anything by just the RSI. If we look at price, we could get a bearish signal from this, or we could get no signal. Those are the only two options. Let's assume we don't see the rest of this. We get a bearish signal or no signal. We actually can't get a bullish signal from our highs. We can have no signal, which in an uptrend, no signal, no change. You could call that bullish, but it's not. It's really just nothing. So what we have to do is look at price. There's really two scenarios here. We clearly have two swing highs at these arrows. The first one higher than the second. If there was no signal, none, this wasn't giving us any signal. What price, I'm about to draw it, but what price would look like is we would have a swing high in price, then it would come down, and then we'd have a lower high, and then it would come down. If we had this happen, and assume, you know, this is on the right time frame, where these peaks line up with those arrows, this would be no signal. It'd be nothing, no divergence, because the highest point in price is the highest point in RSI. Okay? High, lower high, no signal. Price and RSI are doing the same thing. That's not showing us any divergence. Now, there's another situation, and this is what I'm always looking for really when I'm saying, when I'm talking about RSI and saying bearish, bullish, whatnot, is when the price and the RSI aren't moving the same. So let's draw the other scenario. The other scenario is that you have a high, pulls back. We can kind of like read that from the RSI. And then we have a higher high. Say that pulls back a little bit. I lost it. There we go. Man, these drawings look hilarious. So what happened here? Price made a high, then it made a higher high. But our RSI didn't. Our RSI made a lower high. And the easiest way to explain this is our price and our indicator, it doesn't even have to be RSI, it can be really any oscillator. Our RSI did not move the same. There was divergence. Back when they moved the same, there was no signal. Now that they move differently, there's divergence. Essentially, when you're looking for divergence, and divergence really is something that we look for signs of reversal in a trend, whether that's the uptrend or downtrend, doesn't matter. When we're looking for reversal, we can't use the highs to find a bullish signal because this is showing us reversal. So there's no such thing as highs, a trend going up, reversing, and going up, if that makes sense. I might have just made it really confusing. When we're looking at divergence in general, we can only find bearish divergence on the highs. That's the only options, either bearish divergence or no divergence. The same is true with lows. We look here and say we do kind of the same study between these lows. We can find bullish divergence or no divergence. I don't know how well I explained this. It was on the fly. And the same rule would apply. We have a low and a slightly higher low. If price did the same thing, that would be no divergence. If instead of a slightly higher low, like RSI did, if that came down lower, then we would have bullish divergence. So when looking at highs, summary, can only find bearish divergence or nothing. When we look at lows, we can either find bullish divergence or nothing. Hope that wasn't mega confusing.
While you're on the topic, how reliable are hidden divergence trends? Or are they more of a gimmick when compared to actual divergence?
How to explain? So, Dustin Merrillman, thank you for the 5. How reliable are they? So, don't complicate it. Yes, there is differences. There's different types of divergence. There's Class A, Class B, Class C, or strong, medium, weak, hidden, reversal. Just throw those terms out the window, honestly. If you're not familiar with this concept, just throw those terms out the window. They're just going to confuse you. There either is divergence or there isn't. That's it. Done. It really is that simple. There can only be bearish divergence on your highs. There can only be bullish divergence on your lows. It's just looking for potential of the trend reversing. That's all it can give us. Can't really give us signs of continuation. Can't really give us anything. RSI being high isn't inherently bearish or bullish. RSI being low isn't inherently bearish or bullish. It comes down to what's happening with price action. Is it following? Is it mimicking or mirroring? You know what? Johnny bro. What were we saying? Now we would look for the back test. You might get your head and shoulders. We'll see. Again, though, we're on the 5 minute, we're on the 15 minute. Even if we get a head and shoulders here, it's not really relevant. But I think this is a good study. I think it's a good thing to watch. You know what? I'm gonna just say it. We're probably not gonna do any more requests today because we've already been on longer than I planned to. But I do appreciate you guys. Johnny. Yep. So we would look for confirmation of this pattern, and if this was on a large time frame, then we would probably look to respect it. It's on a small time frame. It really is just a lot of noise. Does not take a lot of money to move price on these small time frames typically, and so often it's just gibberish that's painted to get people to go in a certain direction. That's my true belief. If this was on, say, the 4 hour or the 12 hour, the daily, then we would be looking. We'd be looking at the neckline, and we would be waiting. And you know what? If this was on like the daily or weekly, even I would maybe look to leverage short at the neckline. Why? Because I can put a pretty tight stop loss, and I can play that pattern. I'd never really leverage trade, very rarely. But even I would if we saw this on a big time frame. It's so clearly defined and they play out so well. So we might have, and it's not really invalidated yet. But we would be looking for to complete that is the rejection here at the neckline, assuming this is the neckline. identified here, and let's make it blue. Ta-da. Right on, man. Right on, Meekers. Where did I learn all this? Bro, trial by fire. Trial by fire, man. I've told my trading story before. It did not start off well, just like most. Just like most. Experimentation, observation. I have watched the charts like every day. I don't even know how many years. Every day. A lot of you think you watch charts a lot. Come live with me for a week, and you'll feel good about yourself. And you'll feel good about yourself. Thank you, Meekers. Bro, I like, all I do, I just do my TA. You know, I don't have an emotional investment. That took a long time. Took a long time. That's the problem, is it's very hard to get around that emotional investment. And until you do, you really can't see the chart. You really can't. But I appreciate I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the kind words in the sport. You rock. All right, yeah, we're definitely done. We're definitely done with the requests today, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. So please don't tip and expect to. James Masterson, do I hold coins, bro? I don't just hold coins, man. I do not recommend anyone do what I do, to be honest. In this sense, I don't think it's smart, but 100% of my net worth is in crypto. Yes. I don't just hold coins, man. I'm made of coins. Coins made me. Let's put it that way. Coins made me. I don't just hold them, man. I'm like built of them. This is my passion in life, man. I don't recommend 100% allocation in a portfolio to crypto. I don't do that. Be smart. Diversify. But crypto built me, man. Crypto changed my life. Changed my life. Brought me to where I am today. So, man, I hold? Well, I don't just hodl, man. I think I may be built of corns. With the bitcoins. Sir Joni's head and shoulders here. Still really wouldn't say it's invalidated. I wouldn't say it's invalidated yet. But I don't think it's playing out. It was a really good eye, and to be honest, I'm super impressed that he actually identified it after well, let's just say the first confirmation part of it, where typically people would start calling for head and shoulders here. This is what you'll see all the time, guys. You'll see right here, people start calling for head and shoulders. You don't have a neckline. You haven't broken a neckline. It's not head and shoulders. That's why I was going to roll my eyes. But Johnny was on. Johnny was on. It was a good eye. It was a good endeavor, I guess. Let's say. It was a good study. Today's a learning day. We're wrapping it up, though. Yeah, right on, Meek. Right on, Meekers. Right on, dude. Dude or dudette. Right on. Must be nice. Must be nice. It is not an easy thing. Relationships. Oh, I just scared myself. Relationships and crypto, they don't mesh well all the time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what? Ja, you, dude. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. You can't do it. I was like, Ja, make it so. Go ahead. I forgot. You can't even do it. But of course we do it. We've had some issues with error random constructed purely of coins. I'm the pure coins. Yeah, someone said Kasama. Where did that one close? Solid. Solid. Yeah, of course. We've had some issues with people trying to impersonate. Speaking of impersonation, guys, couldn't tell you why. Because we do. I don't know why people would waste their time impersonating me. It's flattering. But there are actually now a significant amount of Tom Crown impersonators. You'll see them in the chat, or not in the chat live stream, but in the comments of videos. They'll just take my picture, use it as their picture, and name their channel Tom Crown. So keep an eye out for that. I'll never contact you. I'll never contact anybody about giving me money, about, I don't know, exchanges or cool, yeah, like sending me stuff or nothing. There's multiple of them on Instagram. In fact, you know what? If you guys want to do some good, go on Instagram and report these accounts. It's the same as mine. My Instagram is @TomCrownOfficial. There's two that I know of. Put it in the chat. It's Tom Crown Official with an underscore right after it. Imposter. Oh yeah, by the way, none of my accounts, put it this way, none of my accounts for this channel, any of my social media, none of them will ever be private. None of them. So if someone reaches out to you on a private Instagram account, it's not me. Crypto world, the longer things sideways, bigger the bang. What is it? Man, I had such a good rhyme for it. It's like the longer the board, bigger the spring. Nah, that's not even good. I don't remember. I had a good one. I give up. Yeah. Imposters. Just be careful, guys. I'm never gonna ask you for money or anything. Freaking Josh. Here now, man. Why do I have no fear? Cause what even? Let's see. Why? Honestly, the real question is, why would I have fear? February, this month alone, 33,270 to basically 50,000. Currently at 47.7.
Can you change your IG to YouTube famous BTC King of Kings? Or Protector of the Crypto Realm?
Josh, you're a goof, man. And that'd be off brand. I mean, I like it, but that'd be off brand. Right on. It's fear in this market. Fear in this market is never going to steer you in the right direction. Never. Neither will FOMO. Neither is ever going to point you in the right direction. Just is what it is. Why would I be afraid? Why would I be scared? Look at this monthly candle. 33,000. Almost touching 50. Now at 47. Yeah, I keep scaring myself. Now 47,750. I will say this. You know what? There is one reason. I do kind of have a fear of heights. So maybe that's why. Protector of the crypto realm. I haven't earned that yet, but I'm trying. I'm gunning for it. Vote for me, Protector of the crypto realm. All right. We're already kind of over the time that I was thinking, unfortunately. I know, I wanted to stay longer. I know. But what you can do is, guys, get into the Discord. I haven't shielded it along at all. Gavin, I'm selling low all day, every day, son. Buying high, selling low. All day, every day. I've barely shilled this episode. That's cool. It's a little late in the month to sign up for Patreon. You can check it out. You can look at it. But I, in good faith, can't really recommend you sign up. We're halfway through the month. If you sign up now, you'll end up getting charged on the 1st. You know what? Go ahead and check it out. Check out Patreon if you want it. If it seems like it's for you, then sign up on the 1st of March. I know I'm out. I'm selling myself out. Discord, get in Discord. We're live here every day. If you're in Discord, you'll get a notification. If you're not, you probably won't know when we go live. I'm not gonna lie. So get in the Discord. Links in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps. I'd like to stay. I'd like to stay longer, but kind of said that I wouldn't do a super long stream, and I'm already past that time that I said I would do. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Shout out to Gavin. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to both Streamlabs and OneUpCoin, because that needs to update. It needs to update. Right on, makers. We'll be on tomorrow, guys. Be on tomorrow. You can join us. You can be there. I hope you're there. Be there. I believe. What's that bad garlic breath? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my man. All right. We'll be live again tomorrow. Join us, guys. Get in Discord. Parties are always going on there. It's really the best way to keep up with the streams. Educational content in there. Blah, blah, blah. Shill. Patreon, like, subscribe, smash bell. You know how it goes. Love you all. We're in for some wild rides, guys. Leave you with this thought. I say this to the patrons all the time, but we'll let the normies in just this once. What's up, Leon Moat? Thanks for subscribing, brother. Welcome to fam. I'm gonna leave you with this. Typically, this is the patron motto. In a bull market, doing nothing is extremely successful. If you're ever unsure of what to do, nothing is a hard option to beat. I'll leave you with that. Love you, fam. Catch you tomorrow.